Want to see a fun, clean, and simple card? Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. Today I am sharing a very easy way to layer stencils together to create a really fun grounding area for your card. This card also ran over on the SSS Stamp YouTube channel as part of my Easy with CZ series, but I wanted to share it here with you. That card project is coming up next. Today I'm going to use some stencils and layer them together to create a really fun background for a simple card project. So I've got a few products here. I've got my SSS Stamp A2 layer masks. I've got the SSS Stamp Chunky Knit Stencil. I've got two sets of colors here, Melon and Peachy and Carnation and Peony. And one is going to be the lighter of the two, and one is the mid-tone in our trios. And then I'm going to use this CZ Design Love You for my greeting. So let's get set up for using our stencils and doing some ink blending. I've got my stamp and stencil mat, and I'll take off the protective film, and I'm just going to place down a piece of, this is Neenah Solar White Classic Crest in the 80 pound. I'm also going to take a piece of Tim Holtz Grip Mat, just so this won't slide around as much on my slick surface. And I'll grab another piece of grip mat here to hold my ink pads. All right, so we're going to start out here with our A2 masks. Now, I'm not 100% sure which size I want to use, but I think I am going to use this opening, which is the second to the smallest. And what I want to make sure first is that my greeting is going to be outside of the boundary of that mask. And that looks really good. So I think we're good to go. But here's the cool thing about the mask is you can pop this right on here, right? And you know that you are straight on your cardstock. Now I'm a little off center here, but that's okay because I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. So we're going to start by adding some color, and it's going to be the lighter of the two colors, orange and pink. I'm going to clean off my SSS Stamp blending brush just by giving it a little rub over the paper towel. And we're going to go ahead and load up our brush. I am going to, actually, I guess I could slide that out a little. I'm just going to bring this in at the top, or actually, I'm going to start at the bottom. I'll hold my stencil and just bring in this light color to my background. Halfway up, okay? And you can see how soft and light that is, right? I think that's really pretty. Again, coming in, deepening it up just a little, right to the center. That looks great. I'll bring in my carnation and grab my pink brush and do the same. Now carnation is a bit bolder of a color, so I think what I'll do, I'll load this up. I'm going to tap a little off there just so I don't come in really hot, and we'll just bring this in from the top. We're just bringing this in to create our background, right? Just kind of get that transition area. And that is layer one. Next, we're going to bring in our Chunky Knit Stencil, and I am going to put this up like that, okay? Now this one, I will have to add a little tape to hold it down, so I think I'll just use, well, I guess I'll use some pink tape just to hold that in place as I go. And now all we're going to do is we are going to bring in the next tone in. So for the orange, it's going to be peachy, and I'll take my brush. I don't need to clean it this time, right? Because it just has orange on it. And I am going to hold this down a little because we've got two stencils to work through, but I'm going to go a little heavier on this color. Because we're doing a lovely tone-on-tone pattern. These Simon Says Stamp Trios are really nice because they are designed to work together. They have tonal qualities that go from darker to lighter. And by using the mask underneath, I'm still preserving that lovely block of color. Okay. Again, grab my pink brush. Bring that up a little. Now this one is a little bit of a, I gotta tilt. It's a little bit of a firecracker, so again, I'm gonna hold this down and bring in this darker color. You can see it already, how it comes in, and we're gonna overlap where the colors meet. You can do this with any stencil you have. The layer mask goes down first, and then the stencil goes over the top. And wait till you see how this looks on the reveal. Look at how fun this is. And I guess I can just bend this a little to get that to release. Like that. Look at that gorgeous grounding space. Oh, I love it. To get that off to your mat, you just bend your mat. You can hear it, right? It just releases. Now I was a little bit off, but I am going to trim this down just a little bit. All right, let me get cleaned up and we'll move on to the greeting and finishing the card. I went ahead and popped this die down so you can see how even if you get it a little off center, it's fine if you're going to trim it down. And I also went ahead and cut out 3 love yous from some Neenah Solar White Classic Crest in the 110 pound. I'm going to cut this out and I will glue these together for some dimension and then we can assemble our card. I'm going to add a little spray glue to the backs of these die cuts off camera. Also, if you use spray glue, I recommend wearing a mask. I always put the mask on now. Try not to spray around where you're working just because you don't want to breathe in this glue. All right, let me get the adhesive on and we can add the die cuts. Okay, bring one in, line it up. These chunky die cuts are very easy to line up. There's one layer, one more here. I keep an extra tweezers that I mostly just use with sticky glue, and then I will give those a good clean with some adhesive remover at some point. All right, this looks good. I will just put a brick on this and let that adhere. I'm going to use some Simon Says Stamp cotton candy. I've already cut a piece for my note card base, and I keep my cardstock from Simon in these wonderful holders, and then I just label on here what the color is. But these are sturdy and hold at least 1 or 2 packs of your cardstock. So if you haven't checked these out, by all means do. Let's go ahead and score our card base. We're going to score this right at 5.5 inches. So this will be a top folding US A2 card. And I'm using my Teflon bone folder for this. I recently just picked up the Score Buddy 8ths scoreboard because I realized I was working on a project and didn't have the 8th and thought, well, you know, why not splurge? Get those 8ths. All right, there is the note card. I will tape this shut so it stays nice and flat while I'm adhering my panel. All right, I've got my foam tape on the back here. This is just from Ulta New. I'm going to take this off and we're going to pop this down. I got to put a magnet on that. There we go. Don't move. Don't move. Okay, that's better. Sometimes I tape it, sometimes I magnet it, but I want to make sure that it doesn't move while I am adding my panel to the note card. Okay. That looks great. All right. Now we'll just add our greeting. And for this little friend, see how it has that nice little bit of dimension and it's just going to split the difference. See, I love the white on white. In fact, I could do one more. I could even put foam strips on the back because then it would even have more of a float. You know what? Let me add some really quick. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just adding some thin cut Simon Says Stamp foam squares. I cut on my sheet all the time just to make sure that I have some when I need them. But the great thing is too, these will fit. Oh, these will fit all over the place. So we're just going to get some dimension here. It's just going to give a little shadow, right? It's not going to be huge, but sometimes it's those little tiny touches on a simple card that really make it, you know, kind of stand out and really shine. But just make sure you get enough dimension where you need support. And I'm using this little pick and place tool with the pointy end from Simon Says Stamp to add my little pieces of foam. It just helps me to be able to see what I'm doing and gets my little meaty hooks out of the way. We'll just cover this all up, and I think we have plenty like that. And then it will have just that little floating shadow, which really gives it the separation from the background. Let me get all those backers off. Now I'll bring in my good tweezers. So see, I keep some for the messy stuff, and then I keep these for the stuff that doesn't touch glue to it. But what I like to do is once I have my foam tape on, or my foam squares, I'm going to put one little bead of glue on each foam square, because then it gives you just a second to wiggle it into place, right, to make sure that it's straight and where you want it to be. Foam squares just stick so hard and fast that I have been doing this for a really long time. In fact, I'll bring my ruler in too, just because it really does help me to see what I'm doing. But here, I also like that, see the last part of the letters on love and you? I know that I want those to be right on the line. Oh, like that, maybe up a little. And I know that's straight because, yeah, pop on a brick, let that adhere, and let me get some Sequins for shine. I've got some Simon Says Stamp Assorted Moonshine, and I'm not sure which sizes I'm going to use. It has I don't think I'm going to use the really large ones, but let us see here if we can come up with a little arrangement. And I think I'll pick up some of these. And see, this little tool has a sticky side too. So that's really cool because it will pick up these little tiny pieces. And that's what we're looking for here, little tiny pieces. I don't think, let's get you in there. And then of course you can kind of, oh, that has a little piece on it. Let's get in that. Oh, that was two stuck together. Okay, picking that up and popping that down like that. And then I think I'll just put two more at the top, right? Get you there, like that. And one more little tiny friend, like that. I think that's really cute. Just a little shine, right? Okay, let's take our liquid glue and let's add these to the project. So little guy there, little glue to hold it. Remember, it will dry clear. And just pop that onto the glue. Okay, pick that up, pop that onto the glue, and use the other side to kind of just balance it in. You can also use the wax tool that also has the score tool. Either or will work. I had just not tried this yet for Sequins, and it's quite nice. Okay. And boop. And let's see here, you come up a little. Get down there. Kind of stuck. I got a little glue through the center. There we go. Little boop, and then I'll put you right there. And pick that up and drop it down. Boop. Forgot the boop. Oh, and that's my finished card project. So isn't that fun to take a layer mask, right, and lay down a light color and then stencil on a different color for a tone on tone, and yet they still meet in the middle and transition into one another. It's such a simple formula, right? Top it with any die cut grading you like, add a few simple sequins, pick a coordinating note card, and you have a gorgeous handmade card. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel, so hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I share a video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. To see a few more card projects featuring some of my signature die-cut looks, check out the 2 videos I have for you below, and I will see you in those videos.